Hello everyone and welcome once again to another program of Primetime. I'm your host Beverly. Everyone has a favorite radio show on the morning and a show we would like to listen to. Well, my guests today want you to make their show your favorite in your day. So stay with Primetime and we'll be right back and we'll tell you why.
This is Rupert Brown, better known in the community as Major Brown. Because of my service in the police, I've been with Nagico for the past 30-something years. I think it's around 35. And I've always been satisfied with the service I got with them. They have helped many people in this island. As long as I have to keep on insuring them with any company, I will choose Nagico.
Every time I go to Nagico, I get the best service that I needed.
I think it took a little longer to be paid out, but I could understand. They had to bring in the people out from outside. The damage was so great that they needed people from outside to make the assessments, and that took a little longer. But in the end, I was satisfied that I had people in Nagico who you consider friends, and that's why I've remained with Nagico all these years, because of the friendliness of the people in there.
Choose strength. Choose reliability. Choose Nagico Insurances.
In my opening, I mentioned a radio show and people having their favorite radio shows. Well, there's a new radio show on the block, as we would say, on my 88.3 FM. And that's a morning show. A little later on in the day, we have Kelvin James. And it is called the King James Radio Show. And he also have with him on the show, they're two of a kind, but they're equal partners in this. We have the Kimbe Molina, and we all know him as DJ King Kimbe. Thank you guys for joining me on the program.
Thank you for
And so,
us.
Kelvin, let me ask you first, how did it go?
I would say it went good for our first day on air. You know, this is something new to both of us. We are accustomed being on the opposite side. We are accustomed going to the station to release the music. We are accustomed being interviewed, but now we are on the other side. So it's something we gotta get accustomed to. But like I said, for the first day at it, we did pretty okay.
What's your take, Kimbe?
I found it was a very good experience. We did good. We just gotta get better, keep going, keep working at it and get better, and I think we should be very good, very well off.
Now, on a normal day, are you a good friend? Because you know you have to have that, what do you call that word, chemistry?
Yeah.
You're working on the chemistry, or you had it before?
We had a chemistry from before. That's why both of us are here. I've been known Kimbe from since high school days, like MPC. So when the opportunity came about, one of the things I was like, he was the first person that came to mind. One, for his DJ abilities and his talent as an artist, and also for the chemistry that is already there. So I know it would have flow. It wasn't going to be no like, we got to get to know each other and those type of things.
What about you, Kimbe?
Well,
He came and he tell you about he wanted to do this gig on radio.
when he told me about it, I was surprised, but I wanted to do it right away because I know he was sincere. Because I remember way back when I wanted to do radio, this was when Laser 101 had a competition, and he told me, man, I think you're gonna win it because you know I don't see you use a man for the radio. And I didn't end up winning the competition or whatever. And then he came to me now and then he tell me, yo, do you want to do this radio? And I told him yes one time because I know at that time, way back, he believed in me. So I said, of course, I'll give him I'll work together with him and make this thing happen.
Yeah. So you're okay with the program being called King James Radio Show?
Of course.
I have to ask you. Well, I thought it was going to be King James plus King Kimbe.
Well, you see how it was because how the opportunity was brought to me. So it was like, it was how you say it?
They were first approached you.
Yeah. And I was like, I want to...
I'm not calling him sidekick, and then you look for your kick.
Yeah, so I look for my partner. My boy. So, and then we could do it together, so...
So how long did it take for you to decide? Because this is a big deal, because you already had a full-time job.
Yes, I had a full-time job.
Which means that you couldn't do both, so you had to make a decision.
Yes.
How easy or difficult was to do this?
It was difficult in the beginning, when I was first approached with the opportunity, and I was like, let me think about it. And I was like, okay, I feel like I want to do it, but then I say, let me go and talk to my boss. And when I spoke to him and I brought it to him, I mean, that was the best thing I could have do, because his response was all I needed to seal the deal.
Right.
You know, one thing, he supported me 100. He told me, hey, go for it. You know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You never know when this might come around. And one thing, I remember him saying, one thing you don't want to do is pass upon something and then in the future be like, by a wish,
right,
I shoulda. So he was all for it. And after hearing that was it. I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
So, King Kimbe, how was it for you? Of course, you came in the island, you were for it right away. But you had to put some logistics in place?
Yeah, you know, I done had my schedule planned out of how for years. You know, I was DJing for years, you know, and how I want to have my day. In the morning, I usually am home, you know, or I'm in a gym. But I just a small little change, and that's it. Yeah, my day was usually free, so
easy.
Right. So it was just a little change over, but.
So, but anyway, so right, what time is the show?
Show is from 10:30 to 2 p.m.
10:30 to 2 p.m. So you may still have a little time to go to the gym.
Of course, yeah.
You know, a little earlier.
Yeah,
do your gym.
I go now. I go in the afternoon
Oh,
after
you do
the
in the
show.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Right. So how you balancing this now? Because you guys are into the music industry.
Yes.
You play out your gigs, you travel for performances, and so how you plan to do this, Kevin?
Well, the plan is well, the good thing about mainly our shows as entertainers are on the weekend, so that's a plus, because the show is from Monday to Friday. So in an instance, like, you could probably leave on a Friday afternoon, do the show on a Saturday or the Friday night, depending, and then you're back on a Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon,
right,
and then be ready to go for the Monday. But in the instances where maybe they might have a scenario where we might have to do something during the week, we put in place to pre-record the shows, so that way you would never miss us, you know, because we don't want you miss us too long.
I know. So you put all those things on the table before you sign it on the dotted line? Yeah. Now, we'll take a break and then we come back. What can people or what can listeners expect when they tune in to the show, which is called the King James Radio Show, My 88.3 FM? Stay tuned and we'll be right back with much more. This is Prime Time.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
A cruise is a great adventure. Not only for passengers, also for us. The Port of St. Martin. Our port always reflected the needs and aspirations of the time. From the first to the 1.75 millionth passenger in 2013. Our cruise story started in 1963 with our first cruise passenger. 50 great years later, 20 million passengers later, thousands of cruise berths later, we've become the leading port in the Caribbean. 50 fantastic years. Like a dream, the dream of Port St. Martin lives on and reinvents itself every day. The best is yet to come.
At Travel Planners, we love what we do. Every day we help our clients plan their vacations, from honeymoons to family reunions, trade shows to conventions, school trips to sports tournaments. Our agents at Travel Planners can help you make better, wiser decisions on travel destinations and cruises and find you the lowest fares. Make some memories with help from Travel Planners in Phillipsburg and on the Airport Road, Simpson Bay. Visit our website at Planners SXM and like us on Facebook at St. Martin Travel Planners. We take care of all your travel needs.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. Today's program, we talking about a new radio show that's reading the program that's out on my 88.3 FM, and it's called the King James Radio Show, hosted by Kelvin James, King James as we know him, and the Kimbe Molina, DJ King Kimbe. And so they're kind of new kids on the block on the radio scene. What can listeners expect when they tune in to 88.3?
Fun, jokes, music, and of course free cash.
It's a free cash.
Free cash.
Yeah, you kept talking about these prizes you guys giving away.
Yes, we got a lot of prizes. You know, we got to big up all the sponsors for allowing us to be able to give away these prizes on air. You know, to keep the listeners locked in and tuned in and engage with your listeners. You know, let them feel appreciated as well.
Right. So specifically, what's your role? What are you doing? Because I know what Kimbe is. So are you doing more the talking? You pushing your music? What?
Yeah, I do majority of the talking and the different segments and the different games and stuff. And of course, you know, DJ King Kimbe handles the music.
So DJ King Kimbe, tell me today, you said that you have 2 15-minute segments every day.
Every day mixes. Every day. We have the first 15-minute mix where I could play whatever, you know, soca or whatever. And the last 15-minute mix, the mega mix, is usually it could be a different genre, or if, for example, Marshall make birthday, we could have a 15-minute mix of Marshall music, or
something like that.
Or any artist or anything could pop up in that 15-minute mix. Anything that you know.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing a lot of behind the scenes work.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, we got to big up the primetime team. You know, we have meetings where we sit down and we all put together and plan out the work week.
So you have a team. You have a team behind the scenes.
Yes.
How many people? More than 5?
Yeah, more than 5.
Huh?
Yeah, I would say like 7
people.
For the program?
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the scenes,
right.
we meet on a weekly basis,
right.
and we basically plan out all the content for the show. The only thing that is done like prior the night before or so is probably like entertainment news, because you can't plan
breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. You know, you don't want to plan that from ahead of time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, hey, something happened today, let's talk about it tomorrow. But for the most, everything else is basically planned out a week in advance. All the content is set and ready to go. It's just basically to deliver it to the listeners.
So are you all going to be focusing a lot on entertainment news? Like, for example, we know a couple of days ago that P. Diddy's
ex-wife passed.
passed.
Yeah, well, you know, it's things that
you mentioned things like that.
Yeah, we will, because it's things that are being talked about in the community and amongst the listeners. So of course, it won't hurt to just, you know, touch on it and go, because these, like I said, those are the things that are being talked about on a daily basis amongst them. So it just shows that we're up to date with what's going on as well. So yeah, we will touch on those type of things.
Hey, Kikembe, how are you all going to do this? 3.5 hours on radio.
We just give the people what they want, and that's music and laughter. And with the laughter, you know, time does pass fast. Time does pass fast when you're having fun. So as soon you lock in, you're going to feel like you just locked in for 15 minutes.
Exactly. You'll be there for 3 hours and a half.
Were you all, before you start, say, my God, how are we going to fill this 3.5 hours?
No. It just goes, it's a good chemistry, and I think when you have good chemistry, things just goes how they're supposed to go. Yeah,
right. I know I've listened to other morning talk shows, and some of them talk about, you know, personal things about you and your life. You want to go in that direction too?
I mean, if we reach there, you know, if I'm going through something personal and I feel like maybe something I can share with the listeners, why not? Why not? Because we building a relationship with the listeners, so we gonna be a family. So you know, I gotta be able to share stuff with my family. I can't just have them there and want to keep everything hiding or whatever.
That's another thing too. So, yeah, you're putting yourself out there.
Yep.
So, for example, around what time of the program you're going to open for people to call in?
Oh, well, actually, it's open from the beginning because with the giveaways and stuff throughout the program. So, like today, when we started the show, we had a giveaway like at 10:45. So that was the first giveaway. We opened the phone lines.
And call us up. Calling in.
Yeah, they call in. Yep. And then we have this game called Beat the Boom. Well, Beat the Boom, where I was talking about the free cash, where you call in and basically we set a clock and we let it go, and the money increases in increments, and you could say stop or go, and if you say stop, whatever amount you land on, you win. But if you say go and the clock explodes, you lose everything.
Then lose everything.
Yeah, so the people them love that.
Oh my God, that's a lot of work behind the scenes to plan that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So right, I don't have to ask you about your clothes because you don't need King James. How come you don't have a King James t-shirt?
Well, I was actually in the gym before I came.
He was flexing them muscles.
Yeah, so that's
what he wanted to do tonight.
Yeah,
because we really can't see it on the radio. No. Social media. What kind of influence is that going to have on your program?
It's going to be strong as well because we will be passing the information from the show on to social media as well. Updates on the show, you can catch all of that on social media. Different games, we have some clues that we're going to give out. You're going to be on social media. So just in case you missed it on the air, you could always go to our social media pages and pick it up. Just so you always a part of things, you know, meanwhile you feel left behind.
Yeah, because you know that this program, apart from cable, because of times and social media, we have to put it on Facebook and on YouTube too. So you're in that same kind of direction.
Yep.
Yes.
And we go live too for Kimmy mixes. When he in the studio going, we go live so they can see how we film because he just getting a little zone.
Live?
Yeah, he getting a zone and he just going in. I think he playing for Lotus like he in the club. But
So Kimmy, how do you organize your music? Not the radio show, but generally, because you do a lot of DJing and you have a lot of gigs on weekends and whatever. How do you fix it in your head that this is what your mix is going to be about tonight?
Well, it's actually what was important with what I do is you have to play music what the people want. So usually I check on Instagram or on Facebook what's trending, what music people are listening to, or I go to the clubs and hear what people react to in a club. Yeah, you know, because sometimes you play a song in a club and people go crazy, you know. That means you have to have that song. And DJing, you have to play what the people want. So
you know, it seems kind of simple, but it's not. No, it takes a lot of work and a lot of pre-planning and preparing.
Exactly. A lot of homework behind the scenes, you know, and sometimes you have to look for new songs to see if the people will vibe to those songs, so you get a good opportunity to play it now and see what people would think.
Yeah. So we're coming up to take a break, and then we come back, we have the 50th anniversary of Carnival. What kind of pressure is that for you guys? Because of course you're going to have everybody coming in with their new songs. They want airtime and so on. I know that's going to be a challenge. So we'll chat about that when we come back.
Yes.
Stick around. This is Prime Time. Don't forget to view this program and all programs on Facebook and on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back in a moment.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
The Daily Herald is my first source for up-to-date information and news. Putting together this program of prime time requires research and knowledge of current events. For local news, regional and international news, do read the Daily Herald. So, Kigembe, we have 50th anniversary coming in 2019. Tell me about what's happening. You start dropping anything new yet?
Yeah.
Because apart from DJing, you sing
Yes,
calypsos too.
Yeah,
Right.
I also make island music. I like to call my music island music. And I made a song recently with Timo from Rock City. The song is called I Like That. It dropped about a month ago. It's doing very well. I'm getting very good response of the song. Yeah, and I have more songs coming up. And just people just have to expect what they expect with me. Just expect, yeah, girl. And, you're gonna have, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit, yeah.
Do you all listen to what's happening out there in the soca scenes? Like what's happening in Trinidad?
For sure.
And this, I don't know where he's from. This hot song that they have, is it from St. Vincent?
Funky Business.
Yes.
Funky Business.
That
Fimbo.
Yes. You know, generally, Trinidad ruled with the soca, but you're seeing guys coming out of Barbados, out of St. Vincent, and coming out with really good songs. Who you for? That song also. I heard that in Trinidad when I went for Carnival last year, from a St. Martin now. So the sky's the limit with this?
Yes, the sky is the limit. I would say no, because a lot of the soca music, they're not. Before, it just used to be like Trinidad just for Trinidad.
Right.
You know, it was like all islands was just like, you know, for themselves. Not in a bad way, but you know, they was catering. But now we spreading and then we making those links across the Caribbean. So now, like for instance, I've been working with some producers from Trinidad. I've been working with some writers from Barbados. I've been working with some artists. I just did a single with a Jamaican superstar, Shensia, which is a dancehall artist out of Jamaica. She's crazy big. And we made those links. So now all the links are crossing over. So now everyone is being able to now get a little taste everywhere. You know, now the market is opening to everybody now.
Maybe, who does your writing and so?
I usually do most of my writing. But yeah.
You do most of your writing? Wow. What about your music? Okay, that's your lyrics. What about your melodies?
Okay, I usually work with Dimitri. I do a lot of work with Dimitri. I do a lot of work with local producers. I have a good song coming out with Tito Beats. Shout out to Tito Beats. And also Deli Banger from the Virgin Islands.
From Virgin Islands?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Making them links.
Yeah. So, is it financially lucrative to do this?
What?
This radio show? Music on the island of St. Martin?
Well, music, with everything you have to invest to get a return on it. So you can't just do it for the fun. You actually have to love it. If you don't love it, then you halfway you're gonna be like, why spending all this money for? And I ain't see nothing coming back, you know. But it's just a process that takes time. And once you love it, you're gonna keep pushing, you know, whether the money or not. I mean, the thing about it, we love music. I love music, so I do it for the love. Being able to make money on top of it is a benefit. It's like a plus. Exactly, it's a plus. So it's like, and back in the day, like to where we are now, it didn't seem possible.
No.
You know, but where we are now, when you have, like, we just went on an Uber Soca cruise. When we on the Uber,
right? How was that?
It was great.
Crazy.
It was great.
I think I hear that. It was crazy, right?
It was crazy. It's like something.
A lot of partying.
Non-stop.
Oh God, non-stop.
Yep.
Wow.
And we actually performed on the cruise as well. So to be able to perform,
that's a new step too.
Yep. To be able to got a shout out to the tourist office and the Carnival committee for allowing us to do that, to perform and be on the boat. And after we came off, like, it was like the level of music was equal. Like
Right.
we saw
You
it as
didn't
good.
feel it to those big guys out there.
Yeah, we saw
You
and
match
they,
up.
Yep. And while we was performing, they were backstage dancing and moving along
Yeah.
to the music and
Nice.
stuff. Yeah, so it was really nice. And then the compliments we got when we came off, you know, from some of the artists and from
Right.
some of the supporters and audience, they really loved it. So
Yeah.
we on the way.
Do you think it's going to be a challenge for you to balance this with Carnival coming up, because this is 50 years and it promises to be, you know, a really, really big time. Your program is open to all those persons who are singing new songs.
Hey, well,
If I have a little song, how do I get on the 88.3?
well, you can send us the song via email, and then we will pass it on to the bigger heads, because at the end of the day, we have bosses,
Right.
and they have requirements that they guidelines that they want to follow. So it's not ultimately up to us. So please do not blame us if your music don't get played, because it's not up to us solely. We have to pass on to our bosses, and once we get the green light from them, then we will play you guys music.
Got to
on
make
air.
sure and send a good quality too.
Yeah, that's our part of it as well.
Yeah. So, what you looking forward to most? We have the Christmas season. Do you anything for Christmas?
No, not really. I mean, you know, family, food.
Yeah. A lot of how much bookings you have for New Year's Eve?
Oh, I'm actually in St. Bart's for New Year.
You in St. Bart's for New Year's?
Yeah.
But that's where only l'argent is. Oh, wow! That's all the celebrities. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a big bash they have? If it's for somebody. I know
I think
Abramovich likes to have something
Oh wow,
on there.
Abramovich, bring me along. Yeah, Russian business.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be out in an open, open event, outdoor open event. So it should be nice.
Wow. So you have an agent, or you do your own managing?
Well, I don't have an agent as yet. I actually do my own managing, because I think, but right now I'm reaching to a point where it's getting close, where I have to start, because there's a lot of work, you know.
And then you have this new radio program on the table also.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so to manage it, you may need to bring somebody in.
Yeah. Well, everything happens in time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And all your music endeavors coming forward, and we're anxious to see what's going to happen for Carnival 2019. Thanks so much, Kelvin.
Thank you for having
Thank you for having us.
This has been Prime Time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week, and may God bless you.